Did we cover 206? We talked about it, voluntary relinquishment. Is that what we were on the registration? Sorry, I lost track. Okay. 207, duty to report. Seeing nothing there. 208, grounds for discipline.
There's one that jumps off the page here. Number 17, if the patient consumed medical marijuana using a method of administration that is not permitted. Obviously, HB 523 does not allow for combustion, but I think the possibility that should somebody choose to combust would lead to their inability to participate in the program is going to continue to keep people on the black market. So that's just a perspective to add.
Given the constraints of the revised code,
yes.
What would you suggest?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the constraints of the revised code are what they are. I think that it presents concerns that would continue to keep people choosing that option, whereas, I mean, it doesn't need to be specified in a rule here that would be something that would lead to their sanction or removal to participate in the system. I mean, I think it could be narrowly tailored to say that it could come with some sort of sanctions that wouldn't necessarily include having revocation or the like. I understand why it's there. I appreciate it. I'm just adding that perspective in hopes of trying to keep people out of the black market.
Is there any thought that combustion could ultimately become an approved method of disposal?
It's not a method of disposal that we have approved of for dispensaries. We haven't anticipated that at all. If it were, I mean, the way it's done, it's under EPA regulations currently, and I am aware that, not medical marijuana, but marijuana that is illicit is destroyed using combustion. I'm well aware of that. But again, those are EPA regulated methods.
I'm just hearkening back to Marcy's comment where you have a patient that now wants to get rid of this. There's no clear pathway. They're going to just go in their backyard or throw it in the fireplace. It's gone. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But now, I guess strict definition, maybe that's not administration. I think the word is method of administration that is not permitted. I think maybe we'd get some latitude on that since it's really not being administered. But
can they be returned into any law enforcement? Is that a possibility?
Actually, as we've talked about it, I wonder that.
Because they're everywhere, right? I mean, your local sheriff or your local...
There are programs where we have these drop boxes that have been established by law that unfortunately they're closely linked to the DEA.
And the reason I didn't say anything before is the DEA factor.
Yeah.
But turning it in, you wouldn't think that it would be a...
Well, but as far as the DEA is concerned, it's a Schedule 1. And so it's something we'll look at. I dodged it here because I just wasn't sure.
It's a complexity that will come up because I think these drop boxes as they exist today for collecting prescription drugs that aren't being used, somebody's going to open up one of those one day and there's going to be a pile of marijuana in there and they're going to go, ooh, what do I do with that?
I'm guessing it may already occur for all
it might be, yeah. It could very well be. Okay, anything else on that? Grounds for discipline, all right? We're into 209, suspension of registration without a hearing. And I just to clarify, in the case of a summary, that would be instantaneously affected into the registry, right? So that whatever might be out there is null and void. They could not inadvertently use an existing registration card.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay. And down to 2-10, confidentiality of patient records. Standard. 3-01, fee structure. We touched on it a bit. Any other comments there? Okay. That concludes our agenda. Thank you for brisk dialogue. I'll remind the public once again that these rules are published and open for public comment. Please feel free to do that. Before adjourning today, however, I want to remind everybody or let you know that we have set a tentative date for our next meeting in February, so please make it as a placeholder. That would be Thursday, February the 23rd. Thursday, February the 23rd is what we currently have set. Yes?
Could we please have also our materials to read?
Trust me, Nancy, we
I understand
Aaron
you're
and I
under,
talked
then
about
move the
this
meeting.
this week.
I couldn't, there's no way I could have
I hear
gotten
you.
through it, what you sent me.
I will continue to lean into the agency staffs. I think
don't
Andrew
wanna
alluded
hurt the
to it,
staff. I
but
just want the
we have
meeting
got
to
to
be
get it
set
quicker.
at a time when there's enough leeway. Okay, we have our stuff,
Right,
give them a week to read it.
yeah.
I can't read it in a day.
I hear you.
I have obligations at work.
Yeah, totally hear you, totally understand, I'm right there with you. I
And
had
I
to take an
appreciate
approach
that
where
you're
my
to the wire.
my comments have to come in through public comment. And I'll do that, but it is a function of, I think, logistics.
I envisioned you working till 9 o'clock at night that night, not even leaving the building because you're sending off emails at 9 o'clock. And so I'm hurting for you, but it's still, how do we serve you best if we can't look at this before we come?
Okay, duly noted, and we'll continue to work on that. So February the 23rd, Thursday, please put a placeholder on that. Further invites will be forthcoming with materials. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Moved. Second.
Okay, we have Mike and Dr. Samoin on that one. And you don't need a vote on that. We are duly adjourned. Thank you for your help today.